Hi, welcome to Light of the Lantern Tarot. Today's pick a card reading is about next month is going to be a really big month for you. What message or info do you need to know now to make the best of it? I have here 3 cards. They're from the Earth Alchemy deck. The first card is Azurite in Orchid. And the message is Lyran Stargate, personal power, healing entanglements, and throat opening. I've paired this card with the Red Lips charm. The second card is the Jade and Pink Lotus. Sink into silence, reflection, and tranquility. And this card I've paired with the blue crescent moon with a star. And the third card is green epidote and star jasmine, restructure, identifying, reframing, and enhancing. And I've paired this with the black cat sitting backwards. So choose a card according to your thoughts about which one pulls you the most. Don't worry so much about the messages or the charms. Just whichever one you're most attracted to. Card pile 1, card pile 2, and card pile 3. And just kind of go with your intuition. If you have any interest in choosing according to zodiac signs, I'll also pull 4 zodiac signs for each card, just to help you. Okay, the first card is Leo, Gemini, Libra, and Virgo. The next card will be Cancer, Pisces, Sagittarius, and Scorpio. And the last card is Capricorn, Aries, Taurus, and Aquarius. So again, card 1, card 2, or card 3. The timestamps will be down below in the description box, and I'll see you in your reading. Hi, card choice number 1. Welcome to your reading. Next month is going to be a big month for you, and what message would be beneficial for you to hear now to help you make the most of it? Again, we have the Azurite and Orchid card. It says personal power, healing entanglements, and throat opening. This card speaks to personal power, which would definitely give me the feeling that this is a month to really step into your power and concentrate on expressing yourself and standing up for yourself. Healing entanglements speaks to basically entanglements if you're entangled in some sort of relationships with people that might be holding you back in some way. Even if they don't intend to hold you back, it could be you're feeling held back, and that you might benefit from looking within and trying to figure out what this relationship has done for you and how you can change your expectations or even pull away if needed in order to feel that self-empowerment. And the last message was throat opening, and this is direct expression. The throat chakra is the chakra of self-expression and power. So basically being able to express who you truly are, which is why the lips, it's quite obvious, would be related to the throat chakra. It often has to do with creativity and also communication in every form, whether it's written or spoken or singing or any self-expression that is unique to you, that helps get your message across about who you are. Okay, I'm going to put this card over here to the side and draw some more oracle cards. Okay, let's see what we have here. On the first deck, we have Ardas by Tune Into Your Guides and Angels. That's beautiful. The next deck, Trees, Community. Get a Moonology card. Bring love into the situation. An animal oracle card. Insight, sensitivity, and darkness, the bat. And I'll finally get a Sacred Soul Portal message. Here we are. Good fortune, abundance, and prosperity are flowing into your life now. Open your arms to receive. Excellent. These are beautiful messages. Okay, looking at this, we have trees and community. So it could be that as you step into your personal power, community is going to become an important theme in your life. Maybe possibly working with other people, but on your terms this time. Anyway, not self-isolating, but taking into consideration the greater collective. Bring love into the situation. It could be that bringing love into the situation in any relationships that you have can somehow either help heal your entanglements, which are unhealthy, meaning unbalanced relationships that aren't serving you or the other person in a balanced, harmonious way, or just to bring love into your situation in life in general. To, it's easier for us to manifest when we really concentrate on our heart. It's the heart energy, the love that fuels all of our manifestation. So just to be aware of the fact that love is an important component of your life, and always take that into consideration. Insight, sensitivity, and darkness. This could indicate that it would also be important to have some sort of routine where you're resting or meditating or getting out in nature and doing things that bring you peace, so that you can kind of go within and hear your higher self's messages more easily. Pay attention to fleeting thoughts and really get in contact with yourself in your heart. And then good fortune, abundance, and prosperity are flowing into your life now. Open your arms to receive. It's going to be an abundant time. It's going to be a wonderful time. But if you're not open to receive it, you can't make the most of it. So that's a really, really important message. Okay, I'd like to get some tarot cards out. Spirit, I'd like to get 4 cards out to start. Thank you. To help pile 1 with the message of info and messages you need to know or hear now in order to be ready or make the most of your next situation in this coming month. 2, 3 and 4. Let's see what we got. Ace of Wands. Wonderful. 10 of Wands. Okay. Judgment and Maiden of Swords, or Page of Swords. Okay, so we have some interesting messages here so far. The Ace of Wands would be your opportunity to go with your passion, your idea, and try and make it happen. You're being presented with some sort of opportunities or windows, doors open in order to be able to take your step out into the world and act on your passion. The 10 of Wands indicates that you're feeling at the moment, or it's starting to change already, very overwhelmed, like you have a lot of burdens at the moment in life, or you have in your recent past, or even for a long time. Really tired, like you have so many responsibilities, and you're probably feeling or felt like there just was no way out. You didn't know when it was going to get better. But the good news is that being a 10, it's about to change, because it's the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. So, and you also got the good fortune abundance card. So things are about to turn around. So that's wonderful. The Maiden of Swords is the Page of Swords, and she is a messenger. She's either somebody who comes into your life, or probably it could be absolutely an aspect of yourself, or just her energy. Being a page, she's enthusiastic and quite innocent, but it really, the message is one of a fresh start, really. And that would absolutely be connected with the Ace of Wands, because it's a similar message. The sword suit has to do with the mental realm, though. So they're really ideas, thoughts, while the Wands is a lot more action-oriented. But the mixture together is perfect. Then we have the Judgment card, which is a beautiful and powerful card to receive. It's one of the major arcana, so it's an archetypal energy, and it probably has to do with a really important situation in your life. The Judgment card speaks to basically some sort of awakening, whether it be seeing things in a different way, seeing your situation a different way, or striving to be a more evolved version of yourself. There's a lot of enlightened energy here I'm seeing because of the light behind. And so it's really powerful. And it could be quite a sudden realization, let's say, that you have a better way forward. Basically knowing that you need to change path and do things in a different way. So having some sort of spark of inspiration that is breaking free from your old patterns. So this is wonderful so far. Again, looking back at the first card out, personal power and throat opening, this would make sense. Basically, some sort of spark happens in your life that makes you realize something or see things in a different way. It could also have something to do with the Bat card, the insight, sensitivity, and darkness. Possibly, there is a lot of dark here too. Possibly you could end up, or maybe you are in it right now, some sort of a dark night of the soul situation where everything feels really grim. I mean, you have the 10 of Wands card suggesting you're very overwhelmed and most probably tired and feeling a bit down. And it could be that this is really the dark moment, but that you're about to be inspired with a new perspective and something that will give you hope that you'll be a stronger version of yourself. So it ties into the reading really well. Let's draw a couple more cards, please, Spirit, to help clarify even more. This one and this one. Okay, let's see what we got. The Tower, okay, that supports everything we've said so far. And the Hermit, wow, so you have 3 major arcana cards. So this is a really important moment in your life and really intense. And you must really be feeling it, because the Tower as well is a card of basically things that you've built up for yourself, the way you've lived, or your ways of doing things are basically crashing down. It seems like that to you, and you're going to be forced to look at things in a new way. So these two cards support each other really well. In order to come out with a new perspective, in order to move forward, in a different way that you'll have a chance to be more successful. And in fact, with the good fortune card, that's most likely the case. The Hermit card, again, is very similar to the Bat. The Hermit just really speaks to the need to go within, to really sometimes just make sure that you're giving yourself a chance to think, or even not think, and just receive. And you'll come out a stronger version, and things will turn around. So while we see the importance of trees and community, we also see the importance of self-reflection. So it could be that the trees in the community will come out and make themselves known to you after you've gone through this process of basically feeling exhausted and at the end of your rope, having things seemingly crash down around you, being inspired with a spark of a new perspective and feeling awakened and enlightened, and then having the opportunity to move forward with strength, with personal power, with your Ace of Wands and your Page of Swords. First, the Page of Swords with the message, the idea, and then the Ace of Wands, the tool to actually go out and do it and manifest it. Can I have one more card, Spirit, just to wrap things up, if possible? Thank you. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. Oh, wow. Okay, this is wonderful. It's success. It is good fortune. It's success. This whole process, which must be really intense and a bit exhausting, is going to bring about success and abundance. Absolutely. Queens are usually very strong. They're a little bit more introspective than the kings, but they're very strong. They're receptive. It's feminine energy, but you still have masculine energy in your reading, so you can also go out and get your stuff done. Anyway, being a queen, she already has. She's already successful. She's at the top, and she embodies beautiful attributes that can also be an inspiration for your best version of yourself. Bring love into the situation. Just remember that love basically fuels everything, and love is what the emotion in our heart is what helps us fuel our manifestations. Again, tune into your guides and angels. Do this when you're introspecting or meditating or resting. Just be open to hear any sort of messages that might come your way, whether they be fleeting thoughts, or you hear something if you're clairaudient, or you just know something if you're clairsapient. We all have all of these skills or talents. We just need to practice so that we can bring them out in ourselves and be better and better at hearing. Also watching for signs. Angels love using signs. They use feathers, they use angel numbers. If you see repeating numbers, always look these things up. Look up the numbers on the internet for the message. They're super encouraging, and it helps you realize that synchronicity is starting to guide you. And of course, try and be aware of synchronicities as well. Things that in the past we might have called pure coincidence are not coincidence, because there's nothing coincidental about life. It's all intentional. So make sure you stay open to receiving these signs. And your manifestation will probably have to do with other people. You'll eventually get back out there and heal your relationships that you felt were out of balance, and have the personal power to start this new thing and kind of reintroduce yourself into the world So I think it's a really beautiful reading, and I hope it helped you. And please like and subscribe, of course, and comment below if this reading resonated with you, or share your any insights you have, because it totally helps the other readers in the comments section. And of course, it helps me on my channel, which is new. I would really appreciate it. And I wish you the best of luck. I hope you have a wonderful month. Thank you so much for being here. Bye, card choice 1. Hi, card choice number 2. You chose the Jade and Pink Lotus card. Sink into silence, reflection, and tranquility. And our theme is that this coming month, or the month that's starting just now, it will be a really big one for you. And we're asking for guidance on what you need to know to help this month be as great as possible for you, as successful as possible for you. This card here, we also have the charm of the crescent moon and star. And obviously the moon is our subconscious and our desires, our thoughts, things are hidden below the surface, our depth, our emotional depth. So it goes really nicely with this card about reflection and tranquility and sinking into the silence. Automatically, we can tell that it's going to be important for you this month to discern when you really need to take time out to go within, meditate and relax and calm yourself down, because there's probably going to be a lot of stimulation outside. There's going to be a lot of movement and chaos, and it might be a little bit unsettling for you. You're probably somebody who is sensitive to all of this, and so finding time to go within and relax and reflect upon your situation and self-reflect about what your desires are and what you need, what your needs are, and whatnot will become really important for you. Let's get some more guidance. I have 5 other oracle decks here, so I'll draw some cards. Let put this. Let's see if this is high enough. Okay. Spirit, if you have some more guidance for card choice number 2. Okay. And we have a Moonology card. See this one. Maybe I'll put this here and get one of these. Oh, that already came out. So let's put this down. A card from the animal realm. Wow, this one flew out too. Spirit's really getting ready to give you messages. They already are ready. Let's get into it. Okay. So I'll move these up a little. Okay, so the first message will be the mantra Prana Apana Sushumna Hari. Sushumna Hari. I'm sorry if I've not pronounced that correctly. The indication underneath it is letting go. Okay, let's see from the Moonology deck what we have. Believe in the impossible. Blue moon. Okay, that's a beautiful message. Here we have air message. Okay. Then we have zebra, uniqueness, expression, and resistance. And we have sudden strike. You might get some shocking news, but do not worry. The universe is taking care of you always. That's interesting because when I was looking at this initial card, your indicator card, I felt that. I felt that in the energy, that it could be that the outside world is going to surprise you or shock you or unsettle you in some way. And that at that point, it would be really important to make sure that you're taking care of yourself and going within to silence the turmoil, if there is any, or the excitement, whatever it is, in order to relax yourself. And you could be a really sensitive person, and this will be really, really important. It also looks like here we have uniqueness, expression, and resistance. It looks like it could possibly be a time when you're uncertain of where you want to go in life or what you want to do. You're having some sort of uncertainty happening at the moment, some sort of resistance to your current situation. And that it will be with expression, that it's really important to understand who you are, or to try and understand who you are. And you would do this by going within to meditate and get centered in your heart and really try to understand what it is you want at this point. You'll probably get messages, obviously. The more you calm down and relax and rest, you'll be more open to receive subtle messages, and there could be sparks of inspiration or actual messages where you can hear them if you're clairaudient, or see them if you're clairvoyant, or just know them if you're clairsapient. And to believe at that point, to believe in the impossible. If it seems impossible, the idea that comes to mind, or whatever the message is, in whatever shape or form, just let go, stay open, and believe that it can happen. Let's try and get some messages from the tarot. Spirit, I'd like 4 cards first. Thank you. Wow, these are 2. Okay. We'd like some clarity on what pile 2 would benefit from knowing at this point in order to make this month a wonderful month, and expand on this massive energy that's happening at the moment. It feels like it's going to be a big month. It just feels like it. Let's see what we have here. Okay, Ace of Wands, energy. Wow. Okay, well, yes, that's exactly what I just said. Ace of Cups, love, beautiful. The Sun, probably the most positive card in the major arcana. Okay, and the 2 of Swords. Okay, these are beautiful cards. It looks like you're at a point of indecision. And if it's not indecision, you just feel a little foggy, like possibly there's just not a lot of clarity at the moment. And the sword suit is the suit of the mental energy of ideas and inspiration in the mental realm. And so really it's an internal situation that you're finding yourself in at the moment. And in order to find a decision, going within and reflecting, meditating, this is definitely going to help you at least clear anxiety from your mind and be more open to receiving the messages to move forward. You got 2 aces, which is wonderful, because aces are really opportunities. They're potential, they're sparks. The first ace is of the wand suit, which is inspiration and passion. This is real energy. This is energy that creates. So this is fabulous. You'll have some sort of opportunity or potential to actually create something at this moment in time because you're supported by the Ace of Wands. Another energy you're supported by is the Ace of Cups, and this is, the potential or opportunity or spark of love, fulfillment in the emotional sphere. So combination of love and positive emotion and energy in order to move forward is fabulous. Your major arcana card, which came out here, is the Sun, and it's basically the ultimate card of good luck, happiness, enlightenment, joy. It's just an amazing indication that success is absolutely attainable and will probably happen. And so, you're supported in that sense. So I'm going back here to the sudden strike card. You get some shocking news, but not to worry. The universe is taking care of you always. So there is potential for this moment which will shock you and make you feel resistant or not in harmony. But this might be the catalyst to change, to this new spark of inspiration, which will help you move forward in a new way. Just the advice would be just to let go of what all your preconceptions are about how you need to be, or what your life needs to look like, or even what your desires are, because often our desires are basically reflections of the collective of humanity and not necessarily of ourself. Often people just take for granted that if this is important to one or many people, it must be important to me too. But what's the most important is to let go of all that the best you can and relax and try and just be open to understand, really, maybe even visualize yourself in different situations and try and see what feels good to you and who you might be inside. Somebody new could even be, or some aspect of you that is new that you were afraid to express in the past. You can totally start over. You have all this beautiful energy for a new start. You simply have to believe in the impossible. And by the impossible, I'm sure the card is indicating more what you think is impossible, because everything is possible. We create our reality with our belief system. Spirit, I'd love to get a couple more cards out of the tarot. A little bit more clarity on the situation, please. Okay. See this? Let me see this one. Okay, let's see here. Ten of Swords. I felt it before it even came out. I felt that there was going to be something heavy, but this is actually good news. So one moment. Okay. And the Five of Cups. Okay, so clearly this is a difficult moment for you. Let's face it. It's very difficult. With the Five of Cups, something has happened to you, possibly even the loss of a loved one, or the loss of something that you thought was really important to you, or that you really cared about, that just makes you feel so hopeless. The thing about the Five of Cups, though, is that even though you're really grieving, you're really going through a hard time, and you're struggling to see the light, which I find interesting because she's looking out onto the horizon. So she's probably looking for that light. There are always 2 or 3 cups that are upright, which means that there's still potential. There's potential to rebuild. In this particular depiction, there are 2 cups that are spilled and 3 that are up. I always think of the saying, don't cry over spilled milk. Now, of course, you can cry. You have to cry. You have to grieve. It's important to move that energy through your body. Emotion is really energy in motion. So if we just deny ourselves a way to grieve or to process our feelings, blockages occur inside the body, and that's not good for your health or for your mental health. And anyway, it doesn't do any good whatsoever. So don't cry over spilled milk, because there's always something that can turn around. Absolutely always. These cups, the cup suit, again, it's the emotional, the love suit. So, it's positive, beautiful energy that is still potentially ripe for the taking. So that's important to remember. The other card you got is the Ten of Swords, and the indicator is despair. You must really, really, really be suffering right now. This is the worst of the worst. The beauty of the Ten of Swords is that even though this poor person has been impaled with 10 swords, that's the total number of swords that there are. You cannot get any more hurt. The situation can't get any worse. From this point forward, it's going to turn around. The 10 is a 1, and the 1, because it's 1 plus 0 equals 1, and the 1 is the initiator energy. It's a new beginning, so it's turning around. So this is really, really hopeful. Let me get some more. Oh, and the sword suit, by the way, is mental. So It could be that there are all these situations in your life in the moment, or one situation in particular that is making you, stressed mentally. And it's blocking you from being able to see something new. But, like I said, you have cards here that are supporting that you will be able to see something new, especially if you take time to meditate or relax or rest and recharge. Anyway, let's get a couple more cards, please, Spirit. Wow, this already came out. Okay. Prince of Swords. Okay. And Eight of Cups. Okay, great. Some more information. So the Prince of Swords is, the princes are action-oriented court cards. So there's either someone in your life who it depicts, or it's you yourself. This is wonderful because it's determination. The Prince of Swords is the Knight of Swords in the original Rider-Waite-Smith tarot. And the Knights are always direct and ambitious, fast-moving usually, very decisive and determined. And so basically, this person, whether it's you or somebody who comes into your life to help you out, is absolutely determined, sees what they want to do, and is moving forward fearlessly in order to do it. So that's a wonderful message. The Eight of Cups, again, the cup suit. And the Eight of Cups, this says retreat here. It's usually about leaving a situation, because basically you see that it doesn't work because it really makes you feel bad, basically. It keeps you stuck in a loop of emotion that is not harmonious. And, it doesn't support you in any way. It really restricts you and limits you. And so you've made a decision at this point to leave the past behind, basically, and embark on this new situation. Or it looks like more a situation than a relationship at this point. So I would probably venture to say that it's going to be a situation. But anyway, instead of a relationship. But anyway, you have the strength to let go again, and leave it behind. Come up with a clear idea to move forward after you meditate and receive a message in order to make a decision. Then you have that opportunity, that spark of opportunity coming in of action that'll give you the strength to move forward and step into something. And also with love. So I suppose it could be a love situation as well. I'm going to get another card out to make sure that, I am not missing anything big. And that eventually, after this period of disappointment and despair, that you're really in it, you'll be able to move forward with determination. You will have to make that choice to leave behind the past situation or relationship, but you'll be able to move forward. And we have the sun here, so there is success on the horizon. And this card says, believe in the impossible. Again, remember, when you get your idea, anything is possible. Absolutely anything is possible. It's just important to be ourselves and try and understand what it is we want to experience in life, who we think we really truly are, what makes us happy. You could even take it down to a moment in a day. What do I feel like doing at this moment? What would make me happy? Maybe it's going out in nature and listening to the birds, or looking up various birds on an app on your telephone to understand what wildlife is around you. Maybe it's doing something artistic like photography, painting. Maybe you're a musician, maybe even just singing to yourself with no one hearing you, or dancing, putting some music on and just dancing and moving that energy within you. Everything starts in the moment. So it helps you understand who you are. If you let go and just try and follow this idea of what would make me happy in this moment, you take it from there after you start understanding yourself better. So that's really helpful. Spirit, can I have another card, please? Just to see if there's something else you'd like to tell us about what we need to, pile 2 needs to hear in order to make the most of this month, which will definitely have some sort of shocking revelation or event happen. We got the Queen of Swords, and that's wonderful. Because not only did you get the Prince of Swords, the figure that's going to have the action and ambition, decisiveness to move forward, you're going to then have the energy of the Queen of Swords, which the Queen has reached her destination. She's a leader. You have masculine energy and feminine energy, so there's a balance, there's a harmony going on, and that's really, really important. The queens are really dedicated. They've taken it a step further. They've grounded even more the desires of the prince and actually brought something forward there, the creative feminine energy. So that's such a great indication that you have everything you need in order to, I'm seeing now that you can't see this card everything you need in order to move forward. So, and that success is absolutely on the horizon. That is a really beautiful reading. I'm so happy. It's totally positive. There's going to be something that will shock you in some way, but it's going to help you. Just don't worry and know that you can believe in whatever it is that you dream of, and the universe will take care of you always. So you have everything you need. You're strong, and you're going to succeed in what it is that you're looking to do this month. Or you're going to feel better. You're going to release all this pain. You're going to let go of this pain and move on to a new focus. And it's going to be a great month. I'm so happy for you. So I hope that this reading helped you or inspired you. And please subscribe, comment. If your comments will totally help other readers in the comment section, of course. And it'll clearly help the channel because I just started out. So I would really, really, truly appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful month. And whenever you saw this reading is the perfect timing for you. So even if it's not this moment in time, which is the start of May 2025, even if it's some other time or years down the road, it's all good. It's just something you need to hear now, and you just trust that. Thanks so much, and I'll see you, hopefully, next time. Bye, card choice number 2. Hi, card choice number 3. Welcome to your reading. This month is going to be a big month, and we're asking for messages, what we need to hear in order to make the best of this situation, of this energy, of this month at hand. Your card was the Green Apidote and Star Jasmine card, Restructure, Identifying, Reframing, and Enhancing. And your charm that popped out was a black cat facing away from the viewer. I find this kind of interesting, actually, because that is a way of reframing your vision. It's kind of like the Hanged Man card of the Major Arcana, where if you just change your position and surrender, you might see a new way and get a new perspective and new ideas. And that seems perfect. Also, the black cat is known to be, cats in general are known to be animals that can bridge worlds. They can see what we don't see a lot of the time. And they're very sensitive creatures. And the black cat is extremely mysterious and well-connected, and it's full of feminine, dark energy, receptive and deep unconscious energy. So this is really cool. It might be that this month you either are forced, something will happen that will kind of force you into re-seeing your situation, or at least understanding it better. And again, I can't help but think that with the cat, it probably has something to do also with the unseen, like what's deep inside of you, hidden, that you don't necessarily recognize at the moment. And then reframing your ideas, your thought patterns, your beliefs, and enhancing your situation or your self-confidence or your self-love in order to move forward in some way. So let's get, I have 5 other oracle decks here. Let's get some other messages. Let me put this over here. Spirit, may I please have another message? Okay, this is the card. Let's get also a Moonology card. Messages of clarity, please, for card choice 3. Let's see, like this one. Okay. Another card from this deck. Okay. There we go. A card from the Animal Messages deck. This one. And the Sacred Soul Portals message. Okay, oops, 2. Wow, those are way too many. Let's try again. Those are 5 cards, too many. 1 card, please, Spirit. The best message for card choice number 3 at this moment in time, please. Okay. Let's see what we have here. First card out was the mantra Ma, open up to receiving. Beautiful. She's actually, it looks like she's looking up at the moon, which is again information about what's internal, what's hidden. Bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. Okay. Skull, death. Not to worry, it doesn't have to be a physical death. This card came out in card choice number 2. That's amazing. So this is a really important theme right now. The zebra with uniqueness, expression, and resistance. You might want to actually look at that reading too, because it might be a nice supplement to this one, considering they came out in the same position. Okay, the last message is enchanted. Your path has led you to a defining moment that will change your destiny. This makes a lot of sense. It really supports the first card out, which has to do with reframing. So something will happen. There will be a moment or an energy this month that's really going to support you in realizing that things are going to change. There's going to be a change, and your destiny will also change. I mean, this is a really important. It'll probably be something shocking, something obvious to you, and it's going to change your perspective. Of course, you have to be open to seeing or recognizing that there's the possibility of reframing what you believe about yourself or your situation in life or a relationship, if we're talking about a relationship. But once you're open to that, open to receiving the information, for instance, from the moon, which is that unconscious energy, our deepest desires, our deepest fears and everything, if you stay open to receiving this information, you will have the tools to change your destiny. Your destiny will change, and this is a powerful month. Something is going to die. It could be a belief about yourself or about your situation. And it could be somebody in your life or somebody in the public collective life that will change everything for people, will open people up. Regardless, there's going to be some sort of ending. And with death, there's always a rebirth. There's always a beginning. So there's always hope on the horizon anyway. And that it's going to be really important, as it was for pile number 2, to take the time to try to understand exactly who you are, what your desires are, what brings you joy and happiness. And feel free to express yourself, to let go of the resistance that you feel inside that might keep you from doing that. Possibly, you grew up in this collective of humanity that, at least in the Western world, and I'm sure it's different in every part of the world, of course, we learn that to be successful and happy in life, you have to, have the career that makes you a lot of money, have the house with the white picket fence, I don't know, whatever it may be, and that will bring you happiness. Well, that's not so true. In the end, it really matters who you are and what brings you joy. And really you have to trust yourself to go forward in life in your own direction and bring love into the situation. Basically, manifestations all happen through the energy of the heart. So basically, you understand what it is that you possibly desire, and you charge it by feeling it. You feel that emotion inside. Or if you have an emotion that's negative or makes you feel anxious or whatever it may be, you learn from that. But you can bring love to any situation. You really can. You can try and see the positive side once you've felt everything you need to feel, because it's absolutely important to work through our emotions. You can't move forward in life if you have blockages and refuse to look at all the emotions that you have, whether they're positive or negative. But try and bring love in. Also, self-love would be important. To go easy on yourself, realize how far you've come, and really appreciate your uniqueness. So let's get 4 tarot cards out. Try and give us some more information about your situation. Spirit, can I have 4 cards, please? What pile number 3 needs to know or would benefit from knowing in order to make the most of this month full of this very powerful energy? Okay, card number 1, card number 2, 3, and 4. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Let's see what we have here. Knight of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, and again, it was a different tarot deck. The 5 of Cups came out in pile 2. I really think you're connected and you might want to... Oh my gosh, I think also the Queen of Cups came out. That's amazing. You really might want to watch pile number 2 as well. Possibly both these messages would be beneficial for you. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is a court card energy. It could be related to an aspect of yourself or somebody who comes into your life. It's more likely an aspect of yourself in this type of reading. And the Knight of Pentacles basically knows what they want and has the dedication and ambition to move forward. And in fact, here you can see all the stones. The figure can follow it to the top of the mountain. And they move forward. They're steadfast. They know what they want and they're dedicated and they're not going to give up. So that's an excellent card. The Queen of Cups is, well, let's start actually with the 5 of Cups. The 5 of Cups indicates that you could have recently been through a loss of some sort. Since the Cups is the emotional and the suit that has to do with emotion and love and whatnot, it probably indicates that it was a relational loss, something that really disappointed, and you might be grieving right now. But as I said in card choice number 2, there are always some opportunities. There's always some opportunity on the horizon. You feel you've spilled your cup, and you feel the despair and sadness and grief of this situation, this loss that you've gone through. But there are always opportunities, new opportunities on the horizon. You just need to kind of turn around and see them. So you could be working through this at the moment. The Queen of Cups indicates that you are definitely going to be able to work through this, because the Queen has made it. The Queen is a leader. The Queen she's strong and she's perfectly capable. She's a queen. So you will definitely be able to work through this. This is totally a situation that is surmountable. Bring love into the situation. It could be just try and look at your situation from a perspective of love and understanding. If it's with another person, perhaps you had a relationship that broke up, or it could be a significant other or a family member or a very close friend, or somebody in your life who was just important in some way to you. But if you are able to bring love into the situation, meaning kind of stand back and see the situation for what it is and what it taught you, you could even do this. You could even do this physically. You see the light in your heart, because we all have the light in our heart. You see the light in your heart and you grow it, and you watch it grow inside your mind. And then you move that beautiful light through your body, and then you envelop your body in that light, and you feel secure and you're feeling that love, and it's really strong. Often in those moments, we are absolutely more receptive to messages that will help us have a new inspiration, something that will help guide us and get us through this difficult moment. It could be the death of somebody. I'm reminded again that there's a death card here. Or it could just be the death of a relationship. Like I said, it's most likely relational because we're talking about the cup suit. It's very clear here. But, we could get some more cards to understand better. The Hierophant is a major arcana card, which is a really important, big theme that is in the background of your life, not necessarily in the day-to-day, but that you can draw upon. And the Hierophant is essentially the teacher or the keeper of ancient wisdom or ancestral wisdom. And they're basically a figure that can be looked to in order to learn and to accept and to grow, or an aspect of yourself as well. Or it can be something like a religion or some sort of community that helps you evolve in some way, whether it be like a business community or a spiritual community or anything. But so this energy is present at the moment for you, and so that's important to keep in mind. Let's get a couple more cards out and get some more information. Spirit, can you please get some more cards out for what card choice number 3 would benefit from hearing at the moment in order to understand their situation better? Okay, we got the 6 of Cups. That's a really positive card. And we got the Knight of Swords. Okay, so the 6 of Cups would indicate that there's some, again, it's the cup suit, so it's emotion and love. It's often talking about memory, and it could be about past memory, and much of the time it is. Much of the time it has to do with you thinking about your childhood or something and wanting to recreate that, or thinking about it to make yourself feel better or whatnot. But there are a lot of us who don't necessarily want to look back and really want to just move forward because maybe it was really painful for us. And so it could also be a card of creating new memories. And here we see 2 figures. So again, it indicates a relationship, most likely. And so we have this ability to either create new memories or remember something from the past that makes us happy, that inspires us in some way in our current situation. And we have the Knight of Swords. The sword suit is the mental suit, the suit of inspiration and clarity and just all the mental energy. And the Knight, again, is the figure who's really ambitious and direct and just goes for what they want. At times, the Knight of Swords particularly can be a little bit brusque in his way of expressing himself. Sometimes they can seem to be a little bit selfish because they're so narrow-minded. They're just focused on their objective and powering through. They're usually very fast-paced. So there could be the need to make sure that you're taking into consideration everyone around you, possibly to bring love into the situation. This can help you there. Remember that whatever is you do or however you interact with people, clearly it affects them as well. Let's just put it that way. But the Knight is a really strong and ambitious and decisive figure. And so there's going to be some capacity for you to see what you need to do, to have some clarity and to start moving. Again, your path has led you to a defining moment that will change your destiny. And at this point, I would say taking into consideration what makes you unique and what your true desires are, and letting go of past expectations and whatnot. Reframing your idea of what would make you happy and how you can move forward, and being open to receive opportunities and support and whatnot. Let's see if we can get another card here. Spirit, just some last. Oh, beautiful. The Emperor. So you definitely have everything you need to turn your situation around. You have the Emperor is the masculine energy, the leader who has all the tools to manifest his desires. And he creates and he builds. The Emperor is the card number 4, and that's stability and foundation. You can just think about 4 legs on a table. The Emperor can do it. The Emperor does do it. So that's a wonderful energy, which is also a major arcana. So it's a strong energy supporting you at this moment. So let me just have a look again. It's just the importance of going within, I would say, is really important. Going within and reflecting on identifying what it is that truly makes you happy, so that you can find a way to move forward from these large disappointment in your life, this grief, possibly a death, or even just the death of a relationship or something, and envision something beautiful that you would like to move forward with or express, letting go of the resistance and not being afraid to express what it is you truly desire. Again, expression can be in any way. Expression, it's not just the voice. It can be through writing, through singing, just through your energy, the way you are with people. There's no one way to do something. Be open to receiving support and know that you're absolutely capable of moving forward and reaching your objective. It could be that somebody is helping you, and you have the Hierophant here, so you could actually even have some sort of mentor or something that can give you some sort of perspective on how people worked through similar situations in the past, or some sort of support system. But I truly believe there's going to be some big defining moment this month that is probably going to be quite personal as well. If it's not, it could be on a collective level. Absolutely. But what you do with it is really due to your own internal process of understanding it, reframing it, and moving forward. So you can make it your own situation, and you can feel grounded and like yourself. It's really important to trust yourself. This is beautiful. The reading is absolutely indicating a successful ending. All of the ability to move forward and start building something new. And to try not to be afraid of that, and just to try to let go of the resistance. And remember to bring love into the situation. Just remember to center yourself in your heart and try and see from a loving perspective after you've worked through all the grieving you need to do and whatnot. That this will change your destiny. So it's a powerful month. It's super exciting. I really hope that this reading resonated with you. And if it did, please comment in the comment section, or like and subscribe, because it would really help the channel. It's a new channel, and it would just give me a little boost. I would appreciate it so much. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful month. It's going to be a really important month. And stay open and believe. And I hope to see you next time. Thanks so much, card choice number 3.